Shank Rock is the wave of the future. The diagrams that I have up, where did this go wrong at?
Remember, we didn't know this happened to her.
Oh. That's how they figured out she was pregnant.
Around 3 o'clock that morning, I got random text messages and it was just pictures of her and the other little girl. I thought it was strange.
Some of y'all might say, who is Shank Rock? Shank Rock is black media. Well, what is black media? Black media is all about allowing black people to be themselves first. It's not about race. It's not about religion. It's not about politics. It's about doing what's right. It's about holding those that needs to be held accountable to be held accountable. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. People are already pointing fingers at Michelle Montgomery's boyfriend. Hear what he has to say. Salute to the chat. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to my moderators. Now, Michelle Montgomery is the New York young lady that lost her life in such a tragedy way. Her body was dismembered. Let me salute to my chat, see who we got down here already. I appreciate you, Goddess, Mother of Four, Precious Jones, Karma. I appreciate you all and everybody else that's rocking with me on the third shift. Now, we've seen these cases time after time after time. And in these cases, 9 out of 10, it's always somebody that the victim trusted, somebody that the victim was close to, somebody that was with the victim moments before they either disappeared or either they were read wrong. It's a cold world that we live in, and unfortunately, we can't give nobody the benefit of the doubt. That's just the way how things work. Some might say, but damn, Shank, why are they going, hard on the boyfriend? Hey, I just said it. You can't put nothing past nobody. Now, allegedly, there is a serial killer up there in New York. There is a serial killer roaming around up there in New York. Now, in this case, she went out, I believe, a little bit after 9:30 to hang out with some friends. She was on, I believe that was a Facebook Live, dancing, having a good time. Now, according to the boyfriend, the location where her body was found dismembered, according to the boyfriend, she don't know nobody over there. She shouldn't have had no business being over there. Now, she did go out with some friends. Now, many are asking, why hasn't the friends came out on social media? Well, everybody is not into putting everything on social media. You got some people that's, real private. Like if it was me and the situation happened with somebody that I was out with, I would, of course, check with the family before I even attempted to put anything out. Hey, is it okay if, send some condolences? Is it okay if I, post the picture? I would tap in with the family, right? Precious Jones says, I'm with you, Shank. Capricorn says, this is my neighborhood. This is so sad. Shout out to Capricorn Chronicles, because this happened up there in Capricorn Chronicles neighborhood. Any word? Any word as far as any suspects? Now, the boyfriend isn't a suspect. But like I said, in the comment sections of all the videos, YouTube, Facebook, pretty much everybody is pointing the finger to the boyfriend. So let's tap into, and y'all let me know how y'all feel about the boyfriend's demeanor, his aura. Of course, some people say he ain't crying. Well, I do know this when it comes to men. We try our best not to cry. We try our best not to show emotions. Now, I'm not giving him a pass, but I will say that coming from a man's perspective, he might, want to be strong, because then he still got the 10-month-old baby that he has with her and then other children. Capricorn says, nope, I haven't heard anything new, but someone who knew her said the boyfriend used to be fighting on her. And this is just my opinion on it, y'all. For her to be dismembered, in my opinion, it had to be something personal. Now, like I said, it is a serial killer running around up there, but the way how things played out, she seems like a female that's on point. She seems like the type of female, she just ain't gonna trust anybody. She seems street smart. Just her vibe with her dancing. And I looked at, her pictures and everything. She seemed like a street smart type of female, whereas though she ain't gonna let anybody get up on her. So to me, it just seems like she would have, if she couldn't do nothing else, she would have at least been screaming, help, help, help. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about the boyfriend's vibe.
So extreme. Like, I don't even know how she ended up over there in that building, nonetheless, that she ended up in a garbage bag.
We hear tonight from the life partner of a woman whose dismembered body was found in a plastic bag in Brooklyn. He reveals tonight new information about the final hours before the woman's death. And good evening, everyone. It's 6 o'clock. I'm Bill Ritter.
And I'm Liz Cho. The medical examiner still trying to figure out the cause of death of 39-year-old Michelle Montgomery, the mother of 4, who was found dismembered in Brooklyn on Sunday.
Night Workers found her at the Boren Quinn public houses in Bushwick. And tonight, we're going to hear from her life partner, the father of her youngest child, just 10 months old.
Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles is live in Bushwick with our lead story tonight. Darla.
Good evening, Bill and Liz. We are told that 39-year-old Michelle Montgomery did things like make gift baskets and go all out for decorations for her children during the holidays. So her family really is perplexed as to find out who might have wanted to bring her harm. They know that she was having dinner and hanging out with friends here near the intersection of Flushing Avenue and Bushwick Avenue on Saturday night. And then just hours later, her body was found 5 blocks up the road on Bushwick Avenue in a building that she had no connection to, dismembered and deceased.
TK left this house vibrant, happy, and alive.
This is what Michelle Montgomery posted just after midnight Sunday. By 9:30 a.m., the 39-year-old mother of 4 was dead. Her body discovered in the basement of a Brooklyn apartment building, dismembered in a garbage bag.
That was hard. I broke down because I still can't believe it. Still.
Montgomery's gruesome murder, a total and utter shock to her family. She and her life partner, Anthony Echevarria, have a 10-month-old son.
It has been one of the hardest things to really look at. It's watching him look for her and knowing that she's not coming back.
He says she left home around 9:30 Saturday night to hang out with friends. Family members say at one point she was hanging out at a local restaurant where she posted this video of herself dancing and having a good time. But they say she has no ties to Berriquin houses on Bushwick Avenue, where a memorial with her picture and candles have been placed in honor of where her remains were found by a maintenance worker.
It's so extreme. Like, I don't even know how she ended up over there in that building. Nonetheless, that she ended up in a garbage bag. That is like mad extreme.
Echevarria pointing out these TikTok videos of her fun-loving spirit and her dedication as a mother.
Super mom. She made sure none of these kids wanted for nothing. Nothing. They always got what they needed. They always got what they wanted.
She was active on social media, posting just last week, spend time with the people you love before it's too late. And back in December, nearly 2 months to the day of her murder, she wrote on Facebook, "If I die tomorrow, my Facebook wall would be filled with posts about broken friendships. Please don't use my death for some sympathy. If you love me now."
Every day we came, got up, took care of these kids, we took care of each other. Nothing wrong. Nothing.
Now Montgomery leaves behind a 19-year-old son, an 11 and 12-year-old daughter, and her 10-month-old son. At this hour, the NYPD still not yet publicly identified any suspects, nor how she actually passed away. If you have any information about this incident, please call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. This family desperate for answers.
Now, one thing that I do know that when they run them, when they get her phone records, the phone records is going to tell us a lot. Now, you know, me being a man, like I said, us men, we got this persona that unfortunately we got to put on. And it could be that. But then playing devil's advocate, I got to play devil's advocate. You know, and if my man, if you're watching this, you know, you would want for anybody that's covering this story, you would want for us to go down the rabbit hole. And if you ain't responsible for her red ramen, then you really shouldn't have a problem, because you would know, you know what, I'm good. I'm clean over here. So y'all can go down the rabbit hole all y'all want to. But and I want people to understand this. Let me get back on track with this. I want people to understand this. There are different kind of men that's out here in this world. You got some men that are controlling. You got some men that if they see their wife, if they see their girlfriend having fun and they're not around, these type of men have issues. These type of men feel like it must be another man around. You must be flirting with another man. Another man must got your attention because you smiling from ear to ear. You dancing. So you got men out here that's like that. Now, I'm not saying that this is the situation, but it's a strong possibility he could have seen her having a good time. An argument could have took place. Because as y'all seen, she looked street smart. And I mean, I'm sure that it is some people in New York that ain't street smart, but we talking about New York City. Correct me if I'm wrong, Capricorn Chronicles. We talking about in the hood. I don't know if you're going to find too many females in the hood up there in Brooklyn, New York, that ain't street smart. That if they don't know you, they not going nowhere with you. Capricorn says definitely the hood. And that's in any city. Any city in the hood, you ain't gonna find no females that's just gonna go no anywhere with you. Gotta be street smart. But definitely up in Brooklyn, New York. So she don't seem like the type of female that would have just went with no anybody. Pratt says, why is he looking down? I mean, and as men, you know, if we talking to somebody, I'm looking at you in your eyes. If I'm on camera, not unless I'm filming a movie and you know we not looking in the camera, but if I'm being interviewed, I'm looking in the camera. I'm on one. See, certain things, certain situations is going to bring out certain characteristics in a man. As humble and as peaceful as I am, it's certain situations that's going to bring out another side of me. I'm going to ask around. I don't know her personally, but somebody always knows somebody. But back to what I was saying as far as a man. Certain things going to bring that beast out in you. Now, am I looking for him to be all, ranting and going off? I honestly would like to see a little bit more emotions. Like, that's my baby right there. You know what I mean? But what turned out to be just a night of her going out, hanging out with friends and partying, it turned out to be her last life, her last day on earth. And I talk to my daughters about this all the time, and I talk to females all the time. We're living in the day and times where, even for us men, but especially for the females, we're living in those days and times where it's just best to just look, stay in the house. I know, man, but Shank, man, I want to have fun. Man, I ain't going to let nobody, have me scared that I can't go out. It ain't even about that. I learned this a long time ago as a man. It's not about impressing people. It's not about being tough. It's about living your life to the fullest. And it's about watching out for people that don't mean you no good. And when I was young, I could never understand why my mom and other older people stayed to themselves. I see why. And it's a shame that as a woman, you can't go out to have a good time. Now, if my man is responsible for this, if he's responsible for this, that's some effed up ish. That's some effed up ish. And I say this as much as I can. As men, times has changed. The old world that we grew up in is gone. It's gone, man. You can't walk around with your chest on swole no more. You can't walk around thinking that you can control a woman. You cannot control a woman. The laws are different in these days and time. You go in the penitentiary. And then for real, that shit ain't even worth it. If I got to intimidate you, if I got to put my hands on you to control you, I don't want you. I don't want no woman like that. I don't want no female like that. That I gotta try to boss around. I gotta make her do what I want her to do. Nah, I don't rock like that. But then you got some females out here, they looking for a man like that. But we living in a sick world. And I don't know if the world itself is sick or if it's the people that's in the world. It's some sick people out here. And the ones that you think wouldn't hurt you, the ones that you think wouldn't do you in, just look at all the cases that I've covered over here. Just think about all the cases that I've covered. And it all comes back to the person or persons that the victim trusted. I mean, what woman, what girlfriend could believe that her lover, what woman can imagine that the father of her child or her children would take her life? Man. And you got to think about the children. You got to think about the kids. After watching this, drop a 1 if y'all think that the boyfriend is suspect. Drop a 2 if you don't. Like you said, like Pratt says, why is he looking down? You know, why he ain't looking straight forward? Some might say that's guilt. I see you, Shay. Appreciate you. Mm, mm. Let me see what else I can find, y'all. So another mom that has been taken from their children. And then we so quick. And this is why I say, we got to get right. We got to get right. So I will keep a close eye on this case. Soon as something new is available, I'm going to actually reach out to the boyfriend right here, hoping that I could get him to come on the show. And if you watching, and if you would like to come on the show, send me a message on Facebook or either Instagram. My Facebook and Instagram handle is Shankrock. Because I would like to, get an opportunity for you to speak. But once again, y'all, another mom. I know what. It's something that I want y'all to see. Yup. Hold tight, everybody. Hold tight. Let me go to Facebook. Hold tight. Come out of this. Bear with me, y'all. Here we go. Bear with me. Is this it? Let me see, y'all. I think I already showed this one. Let me see if it's another one. I showed this one already. Okay. There go another one of the boyfriend. It's short, but I'm gonna play this too though. Let me turn this down. All right. And this is another clip of the boyfriend, y'all.
It's crazy, you know. I don't even think it's real. I think she's gonna come through that door.
Anthony Echeverria still processing that his wife, Michelle Montgomery, is dead. A memorial sits outside the Williamsburg NYCHA complex, where police sources say the 39-year-old's body was found in a garbage bag in the compactor room. A crew cleaning that room today, with investigators back on scene.
It's crazy, you know.
That's cold, y'all. That's cold, man. That's cold.
Area still processing that his wife,
It's crazy, you know.
Michelle Montgomery, is dead.
TK left this house vibrant, happy, and alive.
This is what Michelle Montgomery posted just after midnight Sunday. By 9:30 a.m., the 39-year-old mother of 4 was dead. Her body discovered in...
Wow. All right, y'all. So I'll keep a close eye on this case, and as soon as something new is available, I will bring it to you all. Salute everybody. I will leave the chat running, and y'all can hang around. Salute.
First of all, successful relationship is probably subjective. So it depends on, what each couple is looking for out of a relationship, whether it be a financial one. Are you talking successful in, how far you go business wise? Are you talking successful in how many kids we have or how big our house gets? Some people may be, fine just living in an apartment.
I feel like communication is the key to a successful, first and foremost. From growing up, my father was always the provider. My mother was the homemaker. And so, like Brand was saying, time has changed to where I feel like I had to do a demonstration on, is it 50-50? Should it even be a number versus why don't we just help each other?
That she should respect that, because it's really hard for a man to tap into his emotions, and when he showed that to his woman, she should respect that.
I agree.
Communication, definitely communication, because I feel like that's a partnership. Not only when y'all come into union as a marriage, like when a man and a woman come into union as with a marriage, not only y'all building up a legacy, y'all building a family. And lightweight, even though it's not a business, y'all coming into union, y'all money coming into union, so now the household is now generating income, and it's now a business.
So that's one of my deal breakers. You got to be able to communicate. You have to be emotional available for me, because and you asked this question. I have learned that from not being able to be emotionally free in my relationship, right? I will suppress some things, and that cause me to react to others and in my life in a different way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna need to come home and be able to vent to you without being called a sucker, a softy, and all that, because I'm human too, right? So I need somebody that's gonna be. No, you don't have to call them. We don't have to have sex every time. But listen, I need you to be there emotionally for me. You know what I mean? I need to be able to vent to you, and you not look down on me for being human.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking this coming from a man. You know what I mean? And I'm every bits and parts of a man. You feel me? So I need that availability, emotionally availability from you, because I'm gonna be there for you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? When that shoulder you need to cry on, I'm that shoulder, and I want to be that only shoulder. I don't want her to run to nobody else's shoulder.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So them my deal breakers. Like, be the same thing I'm gonna give you. I'm one back.
To be honest, Shank, my main deal breaker as a man is toxicity in a woman. What I mean by toxicity, I'm just speaking from my perspective. I don't like a female that's ghetto. I don't like a female that's always yelling, cursing. Because I've dealt with someone like that before, and she was a real piece of work. And I said, as I got older, I said I will always make sure if anybody I've ever dealt with, I can't deal with the toxicity at all. Like, you're not a female that doesn't, you want to act more like a man and you act like a female, you know, being aggressive, and that's my main deal breaker, is a real toxic female. No, that's my main thing. I can't deal with that as a man.
Men have feelings too, and I see in some of our communities, men don't get to share their feelings and everything because they always getting shot down, and this caused some destructions in the relationship, because if he can't honestly share with his woman how he feel, what you think that's gonna be like? You know, if I can share my feelings and my opinion, he should have the same right to do the same, because it's a union. Once you come together as a union, it's nothing off the table.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? As far as a woman, you know, helping that man, because that's what she is, a helpmate. When I'm strong, if he weak, I'm gonna be his strength. If he weak, I'm gonna be his strength. I'm gonna pull where it's necessary to pull that, to keep our relationship together, to keep it whole, to keep it going.
If you have a husband and he's a millionaire and say, baby, I don't want you to work, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. But in our communities, not saying that we don't have black millionaires, because we do, but in a normal setting, these days, it takes two incomes.
No boy.
It takes two incomes, but the respect level. Me and my husband never went to bed mad, because you're going to wake up mad. If you don't try to figure out, well, he said this. Okay, explain to me why you feel that way. And I'm going to explain why I feel that way. And then the whole C word, compromise. You know, compromise. But you got to love yourself. You got to love your mate. Did we argue? Everybody argues. But it's how you get back together to be on that standard. I love you. We're going to make this work. Whatever it is, we're going to make it work.